Hi students, today we are going to discuss about the properties of nanomaterials. So the learning outcome for this lecture would be at the end of this lecture, you'll be able to acquire basic knowledge on various properties of nanomaterials. The properties will be like melting point, optical properties, electrical properties, surface area, magnetic properties, mechanical and chemical properties. First of all, let us look into melting point. When the size of the material reduces, the melting point also decreases. So they have low melting point and reduced lattice constant. And for example, here you see as the particle size decreases, the melting point also decreases. So the melting point decreases dramatically as the particle size gets below 5 nanometer. And the best example is gold. Gold has the melting temperature 1064 degrees Celsius, but when its size is reduced, it has very much minimal temperature, maybe ranging between 300 to 400 degrees Celsius. And also the color differs. We know like gold appears in yellow in color, but when the size is decreased, it appears red in color. So by controlling the nanoscale, the composition, size and shape, we can create a new materials with new properties and new technologies also. Optical properties is caused by two factors. The quantum confinement of electrons within the nanoparticles increases the energy level spacing, and surface plasma resonance, which is smaller in size for nanoparticles than the wavelength of the incident radiation. So the color also differs. Here we have some of the collections of cadmium selenate, and you see by varying the size, the color also varies. And moving on to the electrical properties, the electrical conductivity decreases in reduced dimension. Electrical conductivity increases in microstructure. As the size decreases, the band gap increases, because of which the conductivity decreases. Because always we know like for conductor, the valence band and the conduction band will overlap so that they will be a very good conductor. Whereas in the case of insulator, the band gap will be very high so that it cannot overcome and they become insulator. In the case of semiconductor, the band gap is less, which could be overcome on heating or by mixing up with any doped material. Okay, but in the case of nanomaterials, the band gap increases, so the conductivity decreases. And moving on to the surface area, the total surface area, the number of surface atoms increases with reducing size of the particles. So nanoparticles are very good in acting as a catalyst, and the catalytic activity increases, which are used in many of the industries. And moving on to the magnetic properties, bulk materials have ferromagnetic properties, but when their size is reduced, they get super paramagnetic properties. For example, sodium and potassium, they are paramagnetic, but in cluster size, they are ferromagnetic. Iron, cobalt, and nickel, ferromagnetic when they are used as nanoclusters, they become super paramagnetic. Gadolinium, it is a ferromagnetic, but it becomes super paramagnetic. And rhenium, paramagnetic, but when it is used as a cluster, it becomes ferromagnetic. So the bulk magnetic moment versus coordination number is represented here. Moving on to the mechanical properties of polymeric materials can be increased by addition of nanofillers. So the nanofillers increases the mechanical properties, because of which the nanomaterials are stronger, harder, and more wear resistant, even corrosion resistant. And the chemical properties are also improved. For example, in heat treatment of nanomaterial, diffusion of impurities, structural defects, and dislocation keeps on increasing. So, I guess the learning outcome is achieved, like you were able to acquire the basic knowledge on various properties of nanomaterials like melting point, optical properties, electrical properties, surface area, magnetic properties, mechanical and chemical properties. Thank you.